Hi, my name's Jackie. I'm an amputee below the knee. The reason why I'm an amputee below the knee, in 1992, I had both my feet broke, and they put metal in my left foot only and put screws in. And everything did fine up until 2005. I developed a staph infection in my left foot. I had 4 wonderful doctors that really tried to save my foot. They did everything they could think of to do to absolutely save it. And I give a lot of credit to Dr. Bloomfield, Dr. Bowman, Dr. Miller, and Dr. Jacobson, because they dedicated this to try to save it. But finally, beginning of October, they finally said, Jackie, there's nothing we can do anymore, because I had been in and out of the hospitals numerous times with IV antibiotic. I would be a prisoner in my own room. Finally, they did the amputation October 7th of 2008. And I thought, what's going to happen now? You know, I'm a one-legged, I've lost my foot, what am I going to do? But then I thought, well, I could help other women and young ladies not go through what I went through, because mine was a direct result of alcohol and drugs and an abuser. So that's when I decided to start doing my service work in church and out of church. And I tried for months and months, different companies, different emails, different letters, and it didn't seem like no one was answering me back. I couldn't get no answers. I finally threw my hands up and said, forget it, I give up. I don't want a foot. The very next morning, I opened up the newspaper to the city and state, and there was an article in there. And it showed a man standing with 2 prosthetics, and I started reading the article. And in that article, that's where I made my contact with Angels of Lynn. That started my life again. I made a phone call that Sunday, and of course, Russell Boone, he was on an airplane headed to Trinidad, and I thought, so much for that, I'll probably get the same result. And he said, my nurse Elizabeth will call you in a few days. And I thought, same old story. A few days later, I had this angel's voice on the other end of the phone, said, Jackie Holdridge, and I said, yes. And she said, hi, I'm Elizabeth. I understand that you need a prosthetic. That was an answer to my prayer right there, and absolutely I did. Before I knew it, I was brought in for an examination. And by July 17th, I walked out on 2 feet. And it was because of the angels here, the new limbs life embrace, started my life again, continued to be Jackie where I used to be, where I always wanted to be, and where I am today. And today I still do everything I did before, except run a race. And I didn't do that before, so I'm good to go. I still ride on the back of Harley. I finally 2-stepped for the first time. I missed my dancing, something terrible. That's all I talked about was dancing. I 2-stepped for the first time, August 22nd, for the first time in years. And I did pretty good, too. I continued my service work with the girls and the women, also my service work at church. And if it hadn't have been for these wonderful people here reaching their hands out to me the way I was wanting them to and the way they did, I would not be where I am today, I don't think, because I was at my wit's end. I had completely gave up on ever having 2 feet again. Because of Angels of Lynn, I have 2 feet, and I continue my service work and be the strong woman that I used to be.